Good evening and welcome back to NoQuipFootball and NoQuip Sports, your no funny business source of just football information. You get in, you get out, 5 to 7 minutes or less. Hopefully you pick up some fantasy advice as well as pick'ems along the way. Today, first of all, I want to start off by thanking you all for joining us yesterday on the two shows that we had. The 1 p.m. show where the Pittsburgh Steelers visited and beat the Buffalo Bills. And thank you for Josh for coming out and helping out with that show. And in addition, we also did the Sunday night primetime show, which was the Dallas Cowboys visiting the New York Giants, who beat the Cowboys for the second time this season, the only two losses that the Cowboys have. A special thanks out to Mike Herman and Stephanie Hirschfeld for joining us on the show last night, and also thank you to all the viewers who came out. However, we did not hit 180 likes on the Facebook page, and we did not hit 40 subscriptions on the YouTube, which means no pie in the face for me. But hopefully next week, when we do something else kind of crazy and ridiculous, we get to see me do some funny stuff, because I think that would be hysterical. But anyways, into our Sunday night games review. Denver visited Tennessee, who is coming off the bye. 10-13, Tennessee won this game, and it was fight night over in Tennessee. Early in the game, Tennessee player took a cheap shot, a low cut block way off the ball on a Denver player, and Aqib Talib was very displeased with this and actually started a big brawl on the sidelines. Fines and potential suspensions are currently to be determined as far as I know. Next, we had a divisional matchup, Washington visiting Philadelphia. Washington ended up winning this game 27-22. The Eagles take yet another stumble in their potential for making it into the playoffs here, but also with that division in the NFC East, I believe. In the NFC East, it's going to be hard to come back anyhow, considering that Dallas has already clinched and that the Giants actually won, extending their hold on the wild card spot. Next, we have the Arizona Cardinals visiting the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins won this game, folks. It was 23-22. Also, Anthony Costanzo, the place kicker on the team, was very upset because the snap was pretty bad on one of his extra points. The hold was pretty bad, and because of those two things, the kick was not very good either. In fact, it was so not good that it was returned for 2 points by the Miami Dolphins, who ended up actually winning the game on a last-second kick, literally the very last-second kick, to win 26-23. And in addition to that, earlier in this game, some sad news for the Miami Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill was hit at the knee, and most likely, no confirmation on this yet as far as I know, but most likely tore his ACL, so he'll be gone for the rest of the season, which is sad because he's actually, even though he is in the AFC East and, there's a little bit of a rivalry with the Patriots and stuff like that, he has been having a fantastic season. He's finally, his team is finally clicking and winning games and making a good potential stab at the playoffs, so hopefully they still make the playoffs even with this injury. Next, we have the divisional matchup of the Houston Texans, who visited the Indianapolis Colts coming off their short week. The Houston won this game 22-17, which means that there are some big moves going on in the AFC South right now. Presently, I believe Houston actually maintained their first place position, but in addition to that, shocking how Tennessee won over Denver. So now we have the two, Tennessee and Houston, at the top of the AFC South with 7-6. My prediction before the beginning of this week was actually that Houston and Tennessee would lose their games, meaning that Indianapolis would be the sole possession of first place, even though they don't do ties and all that. But I believe Houston still, in the division at least, they don't do ties, so I believe Houston is number one. The next big game that happened was the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Green Bay Packers. The score here was 10-38, and there's no, as far as I know, there's no real major headlines of things that happened. However, it was a stomping fest. I thought that Seattle tends to heat up at the end of the year, but apparently the snows of Green Bay were too heavy for them, as they weren't able to really come through with any kind of offense at all, as it appears based on the score. Anyway, folks, before you go, please don't forget tonight we have a huge matchup. Baltimore is visiting New England. Giant game for both teams. If Baltimore wins, they continue to battle away with Pittsburgh in the AFC South, I believe. Nope, not the AFC South, sorry. The AFC North, they continue to battle away because Pittsburgh won their game 8, and now they're 8-5. And currently, before this game tonight, Baltimore is 7-5. So if they win, things continue to get crazy up in the AFC North. And in addition to that, if New England were to win, they continue to extend their lead, setting them up for a week 15 potential for clinching their division title. So as things continue to go. Also, while you're here, please don't forget to put a like on NoQuip Sports on the Facebook page. That link is in the description down below. And in addition, don't forget as well, on the YouTube right here, you can subscribe by hitting that little red button. I'll also put an annotation right above my head here shortly. For all of you that have already done that, thank you so much. And as always, have a fantastic day and go football.